Alright, we have Developmental Unibeam Inducer versus Witsss here, starting on Hall of Dajalia, DUI starting on defense, and Witsss starting on attack. This is their first rematch. This is week 4. The first ban for the side of Witsss is Hella. And the first ban for the side of DUI is Storm, instantly protecting the Star-Lord so that Super Womp Womp, also known as Shadowbow, is able to play the video game. His character is continually getting target banned when he is in the game. Here we see the Penny protect for Silver. And Bucky is banned. That is targeting Tarun, who is a really good Bucky. Alright, Rocket is banned in response to the Penny not wanting to give Penny the team up. And the next protect on the side of DUI is going to be who is it going to be? It's going to be Iron Man, looking to keep a character that Tarun can play and is relatively strong as of the current moment. Luna getting protected by Witsss. And we will see the second ban is, or the last ban for Witsss is Ultron, sorry. Denying the Iron Man Ultron team up. Last ban is Hawkeye, making sure that there is no Ice Arrow in the game. And we see the teams preparing to play. Alright, we see the teams here are Developmental Unibeam Inducer using the res comp, those being Tarun, Shadowbow, and Argus on the respective characters. Fantasy 17 on the Sue, giving a third support, where we have Blue Dragon Flood and Zero running the Emma Frost and Magneto, the two tanks that they have become accustomed to playing together with. For Witsss, we have Wyvernicane on the Black Widow, Silver on the Captain America, Sarum on the Magneto, Saphira on the Cloak and Dagger, Bossman on the Luna Snow, and Toshi on the Punisher.
I've seen a lot of stuff I never signed up for in Special Forces.
I spy some bad guys.
Alright, we see Toshi poking at down main currently. We watch it happen here. Argus looking to take down Silver, who is very deep in. The Punisher turret is pushing out Blue as of right now. But the Punisher turret goes down. See Super Womp Womp on the high ground to the side. Silver getting low again, but not getting finished off. Cap, a very survivable character, and diving onto the support line. We see as the first ult comes out with Safi's Cloak and Dagger ult, and they run onto Argus. Support's very low here on the side of Unibeam. Tarun going down, Shadowbow really low. Blue picking up the kill onto Toshi as Emma Frost still holding point, and Argus is able to burst the team back up to full. Blue getting a second kill on to Bossman. Silver and Sarum going down. That is a one-team fight with 2 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock for Witsss to make this attack work. We have seen Silver swap over to the Emma Frost. However, I don't believe there have been any other swaps here for the side of Witsss. Saphira healing the team on the side here. Super Wampum getting pushed out of the high ground, but Blue holding the low ground very well. However, he is going to have to back up here because Toshi is pushing him out. However, Super Wampum picks off 2, starting to use his ultimate, looking to pick up 1, 2, 3, all 4. Super Wampum, he has killed 5 here, looking to pick up a little bit of damage on the Magneto, who was sitting outside of spawn. Super Wampum getting a amazing kill streak there, and forcing another minute off of Witsss here. 2 team fights down, presumably 2 more to go. See Blue poking at Sarum here, looking to do some extra damage here. This is M Frost ult coming out immediately. In response is the Bossman ult. We have ult come out from Tarun as well, and that is the second Emma Frost ult in response. This is another ult from side of Fantasy, and Argus's ult comes out now to allow for the revive. Zero looking to pick someone off. He picks off Toshi, and we see the fight continue. Super Wampump low. Blue Dragonflood on the point looking to stop Witsss, but Witsss is making some progress. However, a lot of them are very, very low. Super Wampump picking up a lot of backline pressure here with Argus. It is just the tanks left. Or no, I apologize. It is just Magneto and Luna Snow left for the side of Witsss. Last 10 seconds on their attack. Super Wampum looking to take down. Ooh, he takes down both Bossman and Sarum. And Wyvernicane touches point. That is Portal coming out. Silver having swapped off the Penny onto Strange, getting grabbed and kicked by Blue, taken down in the end. Blue trying to stuff the heals on the Portal, and we see as that is a clean full hold on the first point of Hall of Dajalia for Developmental Unibeam Inducer. A very clean start to the match. Here on attack, we see Blue and Shadow swap over to the Strange and Wanda respectively, looking to activate that team up. Also because Blue definitely wants to use his portal here. We see Zero swapping over to the Thor. Nope, the Magneto. Tarun on the Captain America, triple tank comp here with Wanda with the Strange team up. And we still have Argus on the Adam Warlock and Fantasy on the Sue. Next we have Wyvernicane on Iron Man and Toshi on the Star-Lord. Silver is on Penny now, Sarum on Magneto. And we see Safi swapped from the Cloak and Dagger onto the Sue. Bossman still on the Luna Snow. Very strong character indeed. You see Fantasy grabbing a bouquet of roses, declaring his love for someone on the team, presumably Argus. Blue has pulled out the portal. We see him bringing it to the high ground of Witsss, and the entire team jumps through together. Blue immediately going to touch point with Zero, along with Tarun. That is Saphira going down almost immediately. Blue looking to go back to point here. getting very low, but it's not looking too hot. Blue going down, Turn as well. Shadow able to take down both the Penny Nest and Wyvernicane shortly after Bossman going down. Silver going down, it is just the room left. And they have presumably taken the point here. Yep, that is Hall of Jalia won by Developmental Unibeam Inducer in less than 5 minutes. A very strong showing from them. We will be moving on to the second map now. Alright. Witsss has taken the enemies to Hell's Heaven, also known as the Hydra map. And we see Developmental Unibeam Inducer locking in very familiar characters. Shadowbow still wanting to pick the Jeff, even though it tilts blue. Alright, we see the Hella instantly banned by Witsss yet again. And we are looking for another Insta-Storm ban by Developmental Unibeam Inducer. Next, we are watching for DUI's First Protect. That one being the Bucky, allowing for another of Shadowbow's characters to presumably get banned here. The next Protect from Witsss is Luna Snow yet again, and they are looking to ban another character shortly afterwards. Alright, the character getting banned this time is Star-Lord. We will see the Hawkeye banned in response to the Luna Snow Protect, still not wanting Ice Arrow to happen to Unibeam. DUI protecting the Adam Warlock for Argus, presumably wanting to allow for one of their best players' best characters. There is no Protect on the side of Witsss. Presumably, they said someone in chat, and I do not remember who. If I had to guess, it was Penny or something. Alright, Loki is the final ban that comes out on the side of Witsss. Oh no, the final ban from Unibeam is Penny. I think the Protect was Rocket Raccoon. I could be wrong. I do not remember. Alright, we see teams locking in their characters. For the side of Witsss, we have Toshi on the Bucky, Wyvernicane on the Iron Man, Sarum on the Magneto, Bossman on the Luna Snow, Saphira on the Ultron, and Silver on the Captain America. For the side of Developmental Unibeam Inducer, we have Blue on the Emma Frost again with Zero on the Magneto again. Tarun on his signature Bucky. We have Argus on the Ultron Super Womp Womp going from DPS to support, playing the Luna. And Fantasy getting off support and on to Iron Man. The Iron Man Ultron team up being very strong in the hands of DUI. All series long. Or all weeks long, I should say. Alright, we are going to take a peek over at Tarun, unfortunately missing the hook on Bucky. Toshi's hook going very well, getting Blue and Tarun both going down thanks to Bucky. He's looking to take some shots at Fantasy 17, who has gone down. Unibeam actually seeming to lose this first fight here, as Super Wampum is pushed away and Zero is stranded on point. He's just stalling for as long as he can. But he is going to go down now, yes. See Argus looking at Silver here, looking to do some damage. Saphira doing some Ultron shenanigans. We look over at... Ooh, that is Argus's ult as Ultron first. Saphira going down, Wyvern shortly after. And we see... Ooh, Captain America gets grabbed by Blue and melted completely. Alright. Alright. We see there is a maximum pulse here for Fantasy 17. Tarun also having the armed and dangerous. Super Wampum almost coming up on Luna Snow ult. There are a lot of ults here. Both support ults coming out from the side of Witsss. The ult from Fantasy forcing Sarum's ult out. They are very equal on ults now. Super Wampum having used his ult. Tarun and Argus ult both coming out at the same time. Tarun unfortunately missing everyone, but Argus able to keep his team alive and help pick off Silver. Blue, both tanks for the side of Unibeam have their ults, and Wyvern still has their ults as Iron Man. Blue has taken down Toshi. A lot of the players having gone down here for the side of Witsss. They have to regroup. 69%, 70 for Unibeam. At this point, they are 30% and closing in on the victory of first point. Alright, Blue has picked off Sarum, and Silver has gone down shortly after. The tank's completely gone for Witsss. There's only 10% left. Wyvernicane has gone to point, getting Fantasy, who is standing a little too close to the blast zone. And overtime is popped thanks to Wyvernicane. Wyvernicane going down shortly after. That is a portal from the side of Witsss. Sarum on the... Strange Bossman on the, what is her name? Emma Frost. Toshi is the first to go down in this final team fight, or final fight situation. Tarun and Fantasy holding on to their ults, unsure if they're going to use them during this fight or try and save them until next round. Super Womp really low, forced to use Luna ult. That is Bossman getting taken down first. Tarun taking down 2. Tarun using his ult in the end, and Sarum's kicked off, and we see first point goes to Developmental Unibeam Inducer. Will they be able to end it at Super Soldier Factory, or will we see Eldritch Monument?
Before you attack, get ready. The actual Magneto. Wow.
Should I know who you are?
No, but you should know magnetism doesn't work on super cooled materials. Guess what I can do?
Be impertinent, it seems.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3,
Alright.
2, 1.
We see here on the side of Developmental Unibeam Inducer, there are not many changes to the team composition. Bossman has finalized staying on the Emma Frost, now tanking with Sarum and Silver going over to the Cloak and Dagger. Bossman starting immediately with the Emma Frost ult, followed shortly after by Toshi ult. Fantasy's ult getting blocked by the Magneto, unfortunately. We see Argus picking off Wyvernicane, having killed 2 here. Alright. Argus using his ult, looking to pick off multiple players here. Sarum, Silver, and Saphira going down thanks to Argus's ult and the follow-up by, I think that was Fantasy. Alright, we see the teams meeting in Blue using his ult here, forcing out the ult from Saphira. Wyvernicane picking off 2 again with a really, really nice maximum pulse. Fantasy looking to just fly away. Blue going down on point. And we see the supports forced to back up on the side of Unibeam. Zero is currently leading the charge into battle for the side of Unibeam. That is an ult from Fantasy. It gets blocked by Sarum, who did not have Magneto ult at the time, but he has it now. We see Zero able to pick off Bossman. Argus getting picked off by Sarum. And that is an Armed and Dangerous from Toshi. Unfortunately, Unibeam not getting any kills here. Maximum Pulse from Wyvernicane, picking off Super Womp again. Fantasy beaming down Wyvernicane in response. We go over to Tarun, who has used Armed Dangerous, only hitting Sarum, unfortunately, and he goes down before he can get the again. Fantasy picking off Saphira, having gotten a quad kill. Very impressive from our resident gamer. Blue taking a lot of punishment here, but still living in the front line. We see Fantasy killing Wyvernicane, wanting to get a solo ult off on them. And Argus has used Ultron ult again. Blue still holding on to the Emma Frost ult, looking to presumably use it here. That is... Alright, that is both Emma Frost ults coming out. That is a maximum pulse from Wyvernicane, picking off Argus. Going down to only Luna heals, but Luna has ult. Luna could use it at any point here. We see Silver's ult come out first, and Saphira's ult come out shortly after. It is a double support ult. Super Womp looking to match it completely. Bossman swapping over to Strange and portaling onto point, but it looks like nothing has happened so far because of the ult from Super Womp. And Argus almost has Ultron ult yet again. 2 going down from Unibeam, a third shortly after, thanks to Blue. And we see 0 go down, unfortunately. But there are only 3 left. Scratch that, it is now 2. Scratch that, it is now 1. Scratch that, it is now 0. Unibeam taking this point and winning the set. They just have to go to a third round against Witsss for placement reasons. Alright, for our final round, we will be having Witsss Taking us to Yggdrasil Path, DUI choosing to defend first. Alright, the first character getting banned this time is Bucky. And Storm getting banned again by Unibeam. Then Rocket is protected. We see the Hawkeye protected. And the Emma Frost gets banned. Blue unable to play Emma Frost this game. The Luna Snow gets banned. And we see Groot protected by Unibeam. And the Wolverine gets protected in response to the Groot protect. No surprise there. The last protect for the side, or the last ban on the side of Witsss is Penny. And the last ban on the side of DUI is
Make all the difference.
Iron Fist. We see Gator coming out from DUI. Tarun as the Rocket. Blue on the Groot. Fantasy 17 on the Thing. 0 on the Hulk. Argus on the Venom, and Shadow on the Doctor Strange.
30 seconds. Stay strong.
We see Silver on the Rocket, Saphira on the Loki, Toshi on the Hawkeye, Wyvernicane on the
The battle starts in 5.
Wolverine, Sarum on the Groot, and Bossman on the Hela. A solo tank on the side of Witsss versus Gator. We have Tarun sitting on Blue's back here. And Blue gets grabbed by Wyvernicane, looking to survive the homeless man, looking to stab him in an alley. Tarun charging ult incredibly quickly. Already getting relay, popping it off rip. We see as all of the tanks get over health and continue spawn holding Witsss. 1 minute has already been burned almost completely. And Witsss has made 0 progress. They made 5 meters. And Fantasy is taking down Bossman. Sarum taking down Super Womp Womp. There are only 3 tanks left alive for the side of Unibeam. Down to 2, it is Blue and Argus. Blue getting grabbed by Wolverine, or getting blocked by Wolverine. Blue getting revived just to presumably die again to Wyvernicane. Wyvernicane missing the grab, Blue not dying, luckily. Alright, that is a Groot ult from Blue. And the Rocket ult comes out from Tarun. We see Argus on the Venom looking to do a little bit of damage. And that is a big ult from Wyvernicane, taking down all of the players on Unibeam. Blue back from spawn, but not too far forward. Waiting to walk with his team. I believe there may be a portal. No, there's not a portal from Super Womp Womp. We have Blue and Argus looking to touch here. Blue dropping down, shooting at the supports. Here we have a Eye of Agamotto taking down Bossman, looking to do big damage to another person who got stunned. That is a big 4-person stun from Fantasy, and DUI have actually been able to hold this first point here miraculously. Minute and a half left. That is Hulk ult coming out as the Green Scar Hulk.
Good medicine.
Shadowbow is poking from beyond. Silver on the Ultron now. Koshi is swapping over to the Human Torch. There are some things to be said about playing Flyers into Gator, but I'm just not sure how well it's going to do if they can't kill any of them. Alright, Zero has hit his head on a wall. We see Sarum almost going down. That is Bossman's ult killing 2. Blue getting brought back by Relay. Tarun trying to heal Super Womp Womp, who has gone down. That is Silver's ult coming out now. Looking to do a lot of damage to Argus. This is a lot of damage coming out. Zero and Argus, the only ones left alive on point. Argus going down first, shortly after Zero. And Unibeam is looking to be losing first point at overtime. Super Womp Womp looking to portal here. But he has, unfortunately, done 2 portals on point. Wyvernicane a little confused. And we see Silver swap back to the Rocket now that first point has been captured. I personally think Ultron would probably be a better choice here. Super Womp Womp getting a big ult off, getting revived, and that is the team going down for Witsss. Fantasy able to pick up the kill on Wyvernicane. Alright, we see Thing ult from Fantasy. He's looking to get behind the enemies to do the Thing ult. There we go, he picks up 3 stuns, 4 actually, getting multiple of them guaranteed down. And Blue is trying to lock the enemies out of their spawn. Able to successfully get Sarum out. But he just goes around a corner. This is Amplifier coming out of Tarun here. And spawn is being held so far. Argus using his ult here. Blue, the only one on Unibeam that has their ult right now. Zero on getting his ult here too. Silver going down. Safi and Wyvern still the only ones alive. Safi copying the Groot, looking to just do a ton of damage. Blue responding with his own ult. Blue is actually able to help his team secure the win. Wyvern going down yet again. Witsss is just unable to get out of spawn here right now. Toshi has gotten out successfully. We see Amplifier does go down. Zero on top of Groot. Blue getting grabbed. Unfortunately, that is going to be his death. Zero using the Hulk ult, looking to stall here. We have ult almost coming out from Fantasy. That is ult from Super Womp Womp. He's able to take down 2. And Fantasy unfortunately going down, but the fight is looking winnable for either side. However, Shadow is going to be taking a lot of beatings here. Blue back now to help Unibeam win this final fight. It is 1 fight win, and Unibeam take the 3-0. Alright, that is a big ult coming out from Wyvernicane, able to take down Argus. Argus getting revived by Tarun's ult. Blue getting low, but Tarun's ult coming out and saving the day yet again. We have Big Thing ult coming out here, stunning none unfortunately. We see as Blue gets close to his ult here, are we going to see the Gators finally stop the push here and now? No. Blue is going down, Tarun dead, so their only source of heals is completely gone. And Super Womp is just in the air. They are trying to live and stabilize long enough to get a contest off. Alright. Blue's walking back now. Shadow unfortunately going down. Fantasy also walking back now. We see the contest from Zero right now, using Bubble almost immediately. We see Blue come out, get 3 in his ult. That is 3 down thanks to the ult from Blue Dragon Flood. Fantasy picking up the kill on Silver. There are only Toshi and Sarum left. Fantasy looking to pick off Sarum. Toshi going down to Tarun. And second point is completely is just out of reach for Witsss. The UI just need to win almost all the way to second point, and they will be taking this map.
Top-notch team to win this one.
Alright. We see Blue taking the Strange from Shadowbow. Fantasy now on the Wanda. The Gator being abandoned by Unibeam. We see the Thor come out. Argus on the Jeff the Landshark. And Super Womp Womp on the Hela. Tarun looking to pick a character again.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Alright. We see Witsss swapping it up slightly. Silver on the Captain America. Saphira on the Rocket, the only support on the side of Witsss. Tarun has picked Rocket. We see Toshi on the Human Torch. Wyvernicane still on that Wolverine. Bossman on the Moon Knight, and Sarum on the Strange. Blue getting grabbed by Wyvernicane and taken down nearly immediately. Highly unfortunate. Swap over to Zero as the only one who can play tank for Unibeam right now. Fantasy using his team up to take down Sarum. Sarum getting revived by Safi's relay station. Toshi taking down Super Womp Womp. Sarum taking down Tarun. Tarun bringing back Super Womp Womp. And we see Blue going into the side room trying to kill some people. Passive gets popped for Wyvernicane, and Blue is forced to back up. Blue was the only one alive there. The rest still in spawn, respawning. It is looking like Unibeam is going to be regrouping here. Toshi looking to poke the backline. This is a Moon Knight ult from Bossman. We will be seeing Zero going down. Fantasy picking up the kill on Wyvernicane. Zero getting revived by Tarun. Tarun shooting at Silver. Blue finishing off the kill. Alright, that is Sarum's ult on the enemies, but no one is able to go down. Blue killing 2 in the backline for Witsss. We have just Silver, Wyvernicane, and Bossman left for the side of Witsss, and I don't know if any of them will be touching.
The Ankh has been removed from play.
We see Fantasy taking down the Ankh. Fantasy going to jump away. Use the Pure Chaos by to break Sarum's shield, and Sarum goes down shortly after. Ooh, that is a big ult from Wyvernicane, but we see the Hella ult come out, pick off Wyvernicane, looking to do damage to Silver now. The wind is blowing in my house right now, and first point has been taken by Unibeam. They have 4 minutes to reach the end of second point to win this map. Luke getting grabbed by Wyvernicane, unfortunately. Alright, this is a very strong push forward here from Unibeam. Alright, Zero using the ult, able to take down Saphira. Looking to take down Wyvernicane as well. There are 6 alive on the side of Unibeam. They just have to make one final push, one final team fight, and they will win. Blue holding this corridor with Zero and Argus. We see Sarum go down, Toshi also going down, Blue holding on to the ult from the side, and Hella is blocked by Blue, and point is taken. DUI have won this set 3-0. That is all for tonight. All healing rocket.